Hey all, it's Mr. Q from the Enablist. Um, I kept hearing from a lot of YouTube sources that Primal um was a really good show. Really good doesn't really cap that. I so Genndy Tartakovsky. I'm sorry, I mispronounced the hell out of it. He was the originator behind Samurai Jack, one of my absolute pinnacle favorite animated shows in existence. That Samurai Jack is by far the best I have ever seen animated wise. That way, it was incredible. It's a freaking kid show, but it says more in 20 minutes than most movies do in 90. And the way it's storyboarded, the way it's told, just the concept of a samurai in a future world, 1,000 years in the future, is it's a mixture of the sci-fi concept and the story. And Genndy, I'm sorry I mispronounced that. I probably did, but he brought that samurai to life. The art was incredible. It, and it was a simple art. It wasn't extravagant, but it was just so well done, so well storyboarded that the main character didn't have to say very much in order to talk, in order to express the story, in order to he didn't have to sit there and monologue in order to tell you what was going on. The way that the show was crafted gave you all the elements. His emotions were transparent on as Samurai Jack talked. The There were so many things that were in that show that were so well done that it was incredible. And so when I heard about Primal, I was like, okay, well, it's an animated show. I heard it's really good. I'm like, all right, so let me look it up. I'm like, holy shit! I was like, holy shit, this is by Genndy. Apologize. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm watching this. This has got to be incredible. Incredible doesn't top it. So I just finished watching the very first episode, which is called Spear and Fang. Um, and unfortunately, it's very hard to do a reaction to anything because I can only get it on HBO Max, and HBO Max doesn't really allow you to capture video from them like you can with YouTube. Most streaming services do, but um, I was just blown away by how well this done. So in Samurai Jack, let's see, Dexter's Laboratory, there was a lot of talking. Samurai Jack, there was a lot less talking and more story. And then Genndy just stepped up his game with Primal. There is literally no talking. This show is literally done without a single syllable said. And the entirety of the show is fully understood. The story is understood, the emotions, the thought processes, everything that the characters and the dinosaurs and were feeling and were acting and their motivations were there. It is incredible. And there was only one other show that I've seen do this, and that was BoJack Horseman. The name of the episode slips my mind right now, but it was an underwater episode, and it was praised to high heaven because of how well it was done. And this is in a lot of the same vein, but it is much more, for better use of a term, primal. This is a story about a caveman during prehistoric times surviving, and along the way of him trying to survive, he deals with unimaginable loss and he struggles how to cope with it. And it's a matter of you can feel you can see the fear, the pain, the emotion without him saying a single word. You can see the anger, the thirst for revenge, the dichotomy of emotions that he was going through. It's just incredible. I was literally could not speak after the show because I could not comprehend something this good ever coming out in this day and age. But the fact that it was done by Genndy was just sold it for me that this was going to be good. I just didn't realize how good it was because he has stepped up his game 2,000%. Just the first episode alone is spellbinding. And if you loved Samurai Jack, you will fall in love with Primal. Now, Primal is a little bit more, what's the proper term? It's a little bit more gory. I'll put it this way. But it's not excessively gory. It's not like shock factor gory. It's more to just uh, under underscore the dangers the and the survival aspect of the story. So if you take it in that context, it feels just right. Um, I don't know what else to say. I'm absolutely in love with this show just from the very first episode. You can get it on HBO Max if you have it. Otherwise, you're going to have to do pay premium on Hulu or watch it on Adult Swim on regular broadcast TV. So right now, I saw that there's 10 episodes available. They're about 20 minutes apiece, and they are totally worth the watch. I'm going to try and spread these out because as it stands right now, I would just binge watch this whole thing and I would literally I would spend all day just binge watching this show. And I don't want to because good shows nowadays are so hard to come by. It's it's rare, so rare, and it's so precious to have one that's this good. I don't want to just gobble it up. I want to savor it and I want to enjoy this show. And I highly suggest that you do the same. Uh, so this is just me going all out on a show because I'm so happy to be able to bring good news for once about something in pop culture and about something that's actually newsworthy after all the shit that we've had from Falcon and Winter Soldier, from WandaVision, from just the shows that have come out that are so subpar for the level of investment from from the fans, and the level of investment from Hollywood, how subpar that they are. This show does not look like it has a lot of high production behind it, and it doesn't seem to care because it does the story so well. I highly suggest you watch it. Again, that's going to be Primal. You can get it on HBO Max. You can get it on the premium subscription for Hulu Plus, which is pretty much broadcast television, and you can see it as Adult Swim on broadcast television. Do give this a watch. Do sit through it. Do watch everything. So it may take one or two passes for you to watch an episode to fully get everything that that episode has to offer because it's all there if you look for it. And just get a chance to enjoy something good for once that comes out in pop culture right now. Just savor it. This is Mr. Q from The Enablist giving you a happy goodbye to the next vid.